I think we're live.
Are we live now?
No, what happened? That's not how we start, Mike.
Oh, there we go.
That's how we start.
Okay.
In a world where one team has to go back and do the other side of the detour, will they survive? Will they surrender? Or will they get eliminated? Coming to a theater near you this fall, it's The Return of the UTurn. Don't let it be you. Can you say in a world? In a world?
In a world where Louis takes 5 shots of tequila before every Croqueta Chat.
How did you know?
What is up, everybody?
Hi.
Hey.
We are back. Croqueta Chat, Louis, Michelle, Mike, and Mr. Derek X himself.
You guys have like an air horn that we can play?
Right here.
Let me look it up.
I miss you, man.
What have you guys been up to?
Dude, just your typical Miami stuff, you know?
Did you take about Miami stuff? I
We're gonna go see.
I got
Well, not me. I'm not in Miami anymore.
Hollywood. Louis Cologne and Michelle Cologne coming to you live from Miami.
Well, now you're the movie star. You're doing commercials and shit.
I know.
Okay,
Watch
you see me playing
out.
pickleball?
And pickleballing with Jeff
That's
Probst
right.
himself.
With
No.
Jeff.
What
hair?
commercial are you talking about?
My
The
hair.
commercial was pickleball.
Oh, I thought it was tennis. Wait, no, you played
No,
tennis.
it's not.
No, he played tennis with Jeff Probst.
Louis doesn't know. Louis doesn't actually
have-
follow. He just gets a little briefing before. Mike's like, okay, Louis, so this is what's been going on with Derek.
I have to give him a whole like rundown with all the notes and everything. You know, I
he's
mean,
getting off
it
the
is what it is.
Wait, so you didn't play badminton with Jeff Probst?
He said, wait a second. So you're telling me you didn't play chess with Julie Chen?
Dude, I miss you, man.
I know, for real.
I think one of the questions I get asked the most is, who do you hang out with still from the race? And of course, I say my boy Derek and Claire, my boy Derek and my girl Claire.
Against my losers.
Yeah, and we
Every time I get a text from
recently.
Louis, I'm like, oh god.
Oh my god!
Ray.
That is our first ever super fan sticker
Let's
thingy.
go!
Oh my god!
Let's go!
Oh, we gotta
We
do something.
We gotta get shots. No,
We're gonna
Derek
get
has.
prepared.
Derek, you gotta take a shot.
I know this
You gotta take a shot with the group.
this is gonna go a little too fast if we do one for every sticker.
Ray, thank you so much. Honestly, like that's our first ever super fan sticker.
Yeah,
He
we're
just
really
gave us more
excited.
money than what we make in a month. honestly.
Actually, Ray Fletcher.
Working as a firefighter.
Ray Fletcher is Claire's burner account. That's just Claire downstairs.
Thanks, Claire.
So we did a cruise together recently, right? And your birthday vacation was
In Cabo.
amazing. Yes.
Wait, guys.
Dude,
Wait. We have 32 people, which is a record too.
Hey, we're gonna have
Nice.
we're for sure gonna have like 1,000 more views, which equals to about 14 more cents. I am so excited.
yeah, once
Thank
Louis
you,
takes his
Derek.
shirt
All
off,
because
that's going to skyrocket.
That Google AdSense money.
Louis, you're just not ready for the views, all right? You got to work. You got to work for it. I saw you on the Zaddy calendar. I see what you were doing.
I saw you on the Zaddy calendar, sir.
Oh.
Dude, come on. You did a whole ass 7-day photo shoot. I found a picture from like 3 years ago. And I was like, Bryce, would you take this? And Bryce literally messaged me back. He was like, do you have anything else at all, man? Like, he was asking me.
Derek
to
saw
get
Lewis's
photos.
picture and was like, Derek, you need to change it. You're
I
embarrassing
know.
me.
Oh, Michelle was there. Michelle
Claire.
told me. She was like,
Claire.
Derek, I'm saying this in the nicest way possible. Louis ate you the fuck up. Like, you need to find.
It was a whole bunch of oil in my picture. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Likely story. Likely
So
story.
Ray Fletcher wrote Claire downstairs was my college nickname.
Makes sense.
Nice.
That's
It rhymes.
it was a long story.
Yo,
nickname.
Derek, your birthday trip in Cabo was insane. I want to share with everybody probably one of the most epic moments I've ever had in my life. And I will remember this forever. And Mike has the video. Mike, can you play that for us, please?
It was rare.
Did you get that? Michelle was asleep.
Yeah, I was you're knocking my door. Insane.
Yes. So
Derek's face, look at Derek's face.
What leg of the Amazing Race was this?
yeah, Derek.
That's so crazy that we got it on film too.
Yes, that was me too. That was my camera. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah. I saw it when you selfie moded it. You made sure people knew that was you.
Damn right. I want to be in the video, bro. Oh, Lewis wasn't
like,
there.
Lewis, dude, turn it back to the whale. He's just on selfie the whole time. You won't even see the whale jump out.
Oh my god, that was epic, dude.
Literally the craziest moment of my life. After that happened, so in the video it looks close, but I swear in real life it felt like it was 10 feet away from us.
Yeah,
like it felt like it was right off the tip of the boat. I had goosebumps for 2 hours. The entire ride back. Okay, all right.
That's it right there. Look at Kai.
You know what's so funny?
The whole
Look at
ride
Kylan.
back.
Wait, look, this literally makes my point. If you look at Kylan's face, he's excited. And then you look down at my face, that's just fear. I'm legitimately like I'm not having a good time anymore.
Derek's first words were, "I want to go home."
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
So
yes,
that
the
was
boat
epic.
captain asked us, "Do you guys want to keep chasing this whale?" And everyone's like, "Yeah, let's go." And I looked at him, I was like, "I want to go home."
You
I
know
said,
what?
It's my birthday. I want to go home right now.
Oh, shit. Like we saw the boat captain's face, and his face was shocked.
Yeah.
And no lie, that whale was 10 feet away. Like it was dangerous. All of us were like scared a little bit, but like we were in awe. Like goosebumps. It was an incredible moment, dude. Yeah.
It was close.
And that was a
a
snorkeling
close
trip.
call.
Yeah, we're just supposed to snorkel.
We weren't even supposed to go whale watching. That's right. We were supposed to just be snorkeling. We hit the first spot. All of us are basically drowning in the water. It's too fucking cold. So we're like, fuck.
Yes.
So like, all right, you guys want to just go to a second spot? On the way to the second spot, we see this pod of whales like diving out of the water. And then the captain asks us, do you guys want to go snorkeling at a second spot or go follow the whales? And obviously I'm like, let's go snorkeling. But then everyone else said, let's go follow the whales. And then that's what ended up happening.
Yeah. That was epic. The crew's awesome. But wait, all right. Let's get into the show.
Okay.
We're here for the race.
All right.
Wait,
We're here with the champ.
dude, I need to change my name because I don't think everyone's going to get it. And they're going to be like, wait, what's Summer Flame?
Well, you guys got to watch Lewis's
Yes,
power rankings
exactly.
in order to get it. So.
Exactly.
You have to watch Lewis's you have to watch Croqueta Chat's last YouTube video to get this.
Exactly.
This is for the real ones.
Yeah. All right. Everybody's talking about it. UTurn Strategy. All right. We see this episode. Analie and Steve get U-turned.
Okay.
Which I don't agree with, right?
Okay.
Most cases, right?
I'm interested in hearing your perspective on that.
Yeah. So most cases, man, most seasons, you get to a U-turn board and you have to pick somebody. But it's usually a double U-turn one. And the teams that are in the front don't use their U-turn because you can only have one U-turn. Most seasons, right? So most teams in the front don't use it, and most teams in the back, right? They use it to keep the person
you
behind.
use it, but you're in front, you don't need it. You don't want to get any blood in your hands. Okay, Lewis, did you play the challenge? I see you learning.
We're gonna talk
Or
about
they do the opposite. Or they do the opposite. Like they'll wait till the second or third team go by, and then they'll say, "Oh, we're gonna U-turn the team in first
and burn it,
so it doesn't even count," and they burn it, right?
So they burn it. So that happens too. So only one team gets U-turned, right? So, but this season, a little bit different. There's a U-turn voting, right? They vote for whoever. I thought everybody was gonna be equalized. Like it was gonna be like season 31, where it was the all-star season. Everybody came to like a pavilion somewhere in Switzerland, and that's when Phil stopped everybody and they voted in front of everybody right there. They voted for two teams. That was that was the case where you're supposed to vote for 2 strong teams,
Yeah.
right? Because everybody's equalized, everybody's starting at the same time. That season was funny because Rachel Riley and her sister got U-turned.
Yeah, that was a crazy season. They also had like Nicole Franzel and Victor from Big Brother, right?
Yeah, but didn't get U-turned though. That was I can't believe I forgot their names. The winners that season. Oh my god,
you're usually so good at that.
I'm so good with names. Colin Christie, sorry, yes, Colin and Christie.
That's not a big deal. I'm kind of like an Amazing Race super fan. It's not a big deal.
So
I think this guy knows something about winning the Amazing Race, right?
Maybe.
It's not like I have the cast pulled up right here.
So they get U-turned that season. I thought this season would be something like that, but it's only one team, and they decide to U-turn a team that has a 2-hour lead on the team that's last place.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Actually, I have a question for you guys. Even before all of that, they kind of changed. They brought the structure of the game back to what it was before, where our season, even if I placed 2 hours ahead of you guys the previous leg, I wouldn't start 2 hours ahead of you the next leg.
Yeah.
We had a staggered, standardized time of like 15 minutes, right? It was like 15 minutes between each group. But this season, depending on how much further ahead you place, that impacts how much earlier you start. So I was curious, what was your take on that?
Oh, we talked about that in the first episode because it's funny because in Germany, even though we got 10th place, we were like 5 minutes behind 6th place.
Yeah.
So because of that, we lost 10 minutes in our time. But in most of the time, for most teams in our season, even though you're 1 hour behind, you gain 45 minutes and catch up. So there's that, right? But these teams know that Steve and Annalie are so ahead. Once again, if it was an equalized point, that would have been a good decision. But no, this team is going to come back. They were not eliminated, and they're just too good to lose a 2-hour lead. You know, so
I have a question for you or for anyone who wants to answer. If you were in this season, who would you have U-turn?
All right, U-turn. Let's say if it was this position
in
the same position that everybody else is at, it would have been either.
I know what Lewis would do.
Robin and Chelsea or Liam and Jeremy, just to keep them behind everybody else. You have to use this U-turn to increase your chances to win this leg. That's what this U-turn should have been.
Okay.
How about you guys?
Lewis, I think if we would have done Liam and Jeremy and they would have been stuck with that rickshaw for another like 3-4, it would have been like midnight by the time they finished. That rickshaw was so slow.
Yeah. It was really bad. So who would you have U-turn?
I think I would have done like a middle team that's really good that you're trying to get kicked out for the rest of the season. So I can't really think of who that was, but I know Todd and Ashley are always towards the middle. Greg and John were at the middle for a little bit, but pushing them back gives you an opportunity to win or even maybe kick them out because they're good teams.
I think I agree with Michelle. It's like if you use a U-turn, you want to make sure that team goes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I will say, Lewis, you talk a big game, but I feel like in your heart of hearts, he's too much of a nice guy. So I know Lewis would go up to the board and he'd be like, Michelle, let's put it on ourselves. Why stir the pot? He's like, we're all friends here. Let's be a fair game. Everyone else is themselves too. So let's go ahead and do that.
Oh my God. I want to talk about that later. We'll get into that. That's a good point. So Derek, we had a new segment last week, and it was a hit.
Has Lewis drank this? And we just pull up.
That's an easy game. The answer is yes.
You pull up cocktails. You say yes or no.
It was a hit. My segment, right? I'm giving Mike some time to pull up the graphic here, and my segment is called My Mind is Racing.
Dude, whoa.
It's racing, guys. It's racing.
I didn't know that type of segment.
It's very intense. Very intense. Moving on.
Welcome to my segment called My Mind is Racing. Derek, I have 3 topics I want to talk about that has my mind racing. So, right the first topic is Liam and Jeremy. WTF?
WTF and Liam and Jeremy.
The next topic. Tell the truth? Question mark. And my last topic is Annalie. Disrespectful? Ooh. So, Derek, I'm gonna randomize these topics. You don't know which topic is where, and you're gonna pick A, B, or C. Derek, what do you pick?
Dude, I feel like I'm playing Price is Right now.
This is the Price is Right.
B.
B. That topic is tell the truth. What? All right. So you do decide to U-turn a team like Analie and Steve, who are way in the front, right? And we have 2 teams when they meet up in the roadblock actually tell Annalie and admit, yes, I voted for you. Telling the truth gets you nowhere. And I've learned this the hard way on a TV show called The Challenge. All right. So,
like, yeah, I voted for you. And what? What are you going to do? Send me in?
So,
oh, shit, you send me in. All right, fuck it.
People telling the truth on reality TV competition show gets you nowhere. My ass. I told Michelle
of applause that Lewis learned this.
But you see, I'm growing. You see,
this is good.
I'm growing
for Lewis.
It took me to get eliminated, but whatever. So I told Michelle that I had to vote for her because she was on the opposite team and she was a female, so I had to keep my chances of staying in. I also saw Josh in that season I think Dusty told him that I voted for him, so he was grilling me. So I decided, hey, let me come front, be a good guy. Let me tell him, let me just admit it to him. Fine. Maybe we could, make our relationship better and grow from this. Bullshit. That does not happen. All right. On reality TV, people remember and people don't give a flying F what you're trying to fix. All right. So you have Joe and Garrett, Rob and Corey. Now, this is a bad idea, guys, because when you U-turn a team in the front and they survive, they're going to remember. And you admitted to them that you U-turn them. And now, if there's another U-turn, which we don't know yet, your ass has a target on your back. Exactly. Or maybe you're stuck. Yeah, maybe there's a second U-turn. I'm not sure. Hopefully there is. Maybe it's a vote, maybe it's not. Or maybe you're stuck at something. Hey, Steve and Annalie, help me out. They're not going to help you. They're going to remember that. There's no point in telling the truth in reality TV. I learned that. Thank God it's not Big Brother where you're lying like every freaking conversation. I can't do that. That sucks for me.
It's like, I learned my lesson. I don't even tell the truth in regular life now. It's like, you gonna work today? Yeah, sure. Never shows up.
Oh, really? You learned a lot.
So, like, you were happy hour today? He's like, no, I was at work. Why?
So, all right, your thoughts, guys. Why would you tell the truth on pretty much you only have to tell one lie all season?
Okay. Why? I don't know. I'm too honest. So I would have probably said the truth as well and been like, I'm so sorry. But if you do tell the truth, you got to do it, I feel like, as a praise. Like, Annalie, you are so incredible.
It does not matter.
But I'm saying, if it does slip,
they don't care. You think that's exactly what Garrett tried to do there.
Lewis is a woman scorned right now. He's not even thinking about Amazing Race anymore. He's just picturing Michelle in the challenge.
Josh.
He's picturing Josh and a hall brawl. It doesn't matter. It does not matter, Michelle.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to do it like Andrea, like. I mean, no, I would never. How does she know who did it and who didn't?
Exactly. She will never know. You have to
not know how many people even voted for you. So it's like there's no way of double checking.
Oh, that's true.
So it's like
been 2 votes against 1.
Exactly.
The truth can never come out if no one tells them the truth. I think Lewis is right in this scenario. Like, there's nothing to benefit from telling the truth. I was thinking the same thing when they were like, I did vote for you. Like that doesn't get you anything. But if there is no second U-turn, it doesn't really hurt you that much. Like, Annalie, right? She was saying, like, oh, I'll make sure I remember this, and I'm not going to help you guys later. But the Amazing Race is kind of individual anyway, so
it is. The only thing is,
or hurting teams. I can't do anything to you.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes there's tasks that you could help other teams where you use teamwork, right? You saw that, you saw that in Little James season, right? There was tasks where a group, a few teams could help each other and get through. So it depends. And I saw Will or James just say that they knew from the beginning there was going to be 2 U-turns. I'm not sure there's going to be 2 voting U-turns. But
there is another.
I don't know. I don't know. They haven't mentioned it. I'm not sure we would find out by now.
They need to do an Amazing Race Big Brother combined game where you run a leg, and then when you get to the hotel room, you play Big Brother in one team. Because then you would really get scorned from a U-turn. And it's like, okay, U-turn me. I'm gonna vote you out. I'm gonna vote you out.
And then you don't get food service. So it's Survivor.
It'll be a crazy show. Every other episode between Amazing Race and then Big Brother, and then Amazing Race again.
Oh my God!
Random. Well, okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Random question: would you have preferred to be on this season where you're taking planes, taxis, or do you like the self-drive?
No. If we were on this season, me and Claire would have been out of there so quick. I think for me and Claire, at that point when we had got onto the Amazing Race. And we're at the starting line of the first episode. Me and Claire have been dating for, I think, 7 months, something like that. It was between like 7 and 8 months, maybe. So we were a fresh couple. And I think our season was perfect because literally it was day 1 and me and Claire were like driving the car. And I remember looking over to Claire and I was like, holy shit, we're going to break up. I was like, this is hard. We're disagreeing about which turns to make. I'm like, Claire, that map is upside down. And she's like, no, it's not. It's just in German. I'm like, okay, that's right. I'm like, Claire, I don't know how to drive stick shift. She's like, this is a fucking automatic car. You don't need stick shift. We were fighting about everything that first leg because we were just like a new couple, We hadn't figured out our communication styles.
Yes.
And the fact that we could finish the leg of the race and then go back to our hotel room and take the 48, 72 hours, however long it was, and took that time to talk to each other and figure out, okay, how did this make you feel when I said that?
Feels therapy, yes. So that brings me to my next topic in my mind is racing. Mike. Next topic in my mind is racing is Liam and Yeri. WTF? What happened? It turns out that they had by far the worst rickshaw driver in the history of Amazing Race. If you think about where they left him, they left before Morgan and Lena. Morgan and Lena did the same detour as them, and Morgan and Lena finished in 4th place. And Liam and Jeremy, unfortunately, I was listening to other recaps on Will and James recap. Their rickshaw driver was horrendous. And guess what? They couldn't switch their driver. So going back to what Michelle was saying, I will lose my mind if I was on this season. And not only am I not driving myself, but have somebody messing up my race, and I can't switch drivers. In past seasons, you're able to switch drivers.
Yeah, it's like when we were in Petra. Also, WTF is not who talks freaky. What is WTF? I was ready to debate who talks freaky.
Liam or Jeremy?
Liam or Jeremy. That would be a 2-hour Croqueta Chat.
Oh, yeah. So I'm wondering, could they have gotten out of the car? Because they kind of mentioned it. But could they have gotten out of the car and start pushing and...
Jeremy got turned around.
Could they have gotten out of the car and pushed the rickshaw?
Michelle, what is that gonna do? She has no idea where she's going. She has no idea where she's going. Todd and Ashley,
they could have probably ran faster.
100%. You have Team Philly, John.
Are they from the army or something?
Yeah. No,
Yes.
they're like Michael and Marcus without the good navigating. So you had Team Philly John's rickshaw. They were complaining about their rickshaw, and they zoomed by Liam and Jeremy's rickshaw. So imagine how bad their rickshaw was. Todd and Ashley made a point on Willa James' chat. She said that it was most likely all those drivers, the female rickshaw drivers, were not from that town. It looked like. So most of them did not know where they were going. Like they were
okay. But, you know what I was gonna say? I was impressed that they had electric rickshaws, female drivers. Like this was a very like progressive company. I was like, okay, I see you guys.
Yeah, that was cool. But it's just, it sucks because you can't switch. Like past seasons, you have a bad taxi driver, you switch, you get out. But I guess I heard in the rickshaws they mount the GoPros because that's the only way they could get footage. So they have a certain, a specific rickshaw you can pick from.
They should make a new rule where if you don't like your rickshaw driver, you can get into the driver's.
Or I was thinking they have to have a backup rickshaw driver just in case something breaks down. I would have just opened the hood or just broken the engine of that rickshaw, like with my foot. And
Lewis, the rule was
if the ambulance comes to take Lewis, and then Lewis says, "Actually, I'm fine." Ambulance, take me to the pit stop.
Lights and sirens. Let's go.
Lights and sirens on. They're like, "No, we can't take you." And Lewis like, "It's okay. I'm actually a certified firefighter." And they're like, "Hop on in. Let's go."
My diploma.
Oh yeah, sorry, not diploma. You said. I'm actually a certified firefighter.
And he's already oiled up too.
Bryce calendar.
They're counting. They're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, he's a firefighter.
Mike, what were you gonna say?
No, the rule is actually if you had a female on your team, she could push the driver out and then drive herself. It had to be a female though, It was a two male. It was a 2-male team, so they couldn't do it.
Yeah, you had to show them your electric bill, and your electric bill had to be a certain percentage EV.
So my WTF with Liam and Jeremy, sorry guys, I love you guys, but I saw Morgan and Lena carrying those things like grocery bags. They mentioned that, and Liam and Jeremy couldn't take them.
Okay,
they could barely put them on, but they could take 2 mattresses, and nobody could take 2 mattresses. I'm confused there.
They weren't talking freaky. That was boring talk. I just heard a lot of groaning, no talk. Dude, in this new world, man, maybe they're hitting some of the injectables. It's just for show.
I'm just gonna let Derek talk the whole time. Derek, just talk so I can laugh.
No, I want to see Lewis laugh. That's what wakes me up in the morning. He's picturing Lewis laughing. Like, let's get the day started.
All right, Derek, we got a fun game for you.
More games?
Derek X. Yes. Right. I'm telling you, dude.
Pictionary?
Okay. We're crazy here.
We were prepared today.
And this game that we're playing with Derek X is called Yes or X. Don't show Claire that picture. What are you looking at there, Derek? All right. This is pretty much a game of true and false. All right. But we have our friend Annalie. We're asking pretty much questions about her experience on the race. And she's answered these questions, selfie version. All right. So we're going to see Annalie answer them herself. Okay. So we're going to ask you a question, Derek, and you have to say yes
or she X. Posted this on X, the new Twitter. I got you.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
All right. So first question, Mike, what we got for Derek?
Annalie told a pilot on a flight during the race to fly faster to the destination.
Derek, Annalie, did she tell a pilot fly faster to get there quicker? Did that really happen? Yes or X?
I think the most that she did was maybe seduce a flight attendant. If she got all the way into the pilot's cabin, I'd be a little concerned for that airline. So as a representative of the FAA, the Federal Aviation Association, I hope it's an X on this one.
If you got it wrong, it was dramatic. The judge would come up.
What is her
You think it's an
response?
X? All right, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Oh, he thinks he's an X.
This is definitely true. I am currently getting my private pilot license, and so I'm learning all the rules and regulations. Not to mention, I used to be a private flight attendant, and so I know that there's been times where passengers have wanted to get to a destination faster, and I've literally heard the pilots say, okay, we'll go up a few knots higher, and so I know that you can actually fly the plane faster, just like driving a car faster. So yeah, I sure did tell the pilot, and he said that he was going to do his best to make up like 10 minutes. So at that point, anything in my mind helped.
Okay, well,
You're wrong, nerd.
If you got it wrong, it was dramatic. The judge would come up.
happy to be wrong here. I just have a few questions. I feel like she skipped over the most important part. How did she get into the cockpit? And what was she doing when she was in the cockpit? And I'm talking about the cockpit of the plane, all right, just to be clear.
She's nerd. Oh my God, Derek! You know the pilot is outside. Like once you're coming into the gangway, once you're coming into the aircraft, the pilot stands there, dude. You know that. The pilot just says hi to everybody coming into the plane. You never noticed that, dude?
Yeah, this is true.
Wait, what are you talking about?
It's not every single time, but a lot of times they see the pilot like just standing there saying hi, greeting everybody.
Yeah, you're boarding and
you board the plane. When you board
when you board, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
right there when you board a
talking
plane.
about like in the airport. I was like, what fucking first class flights are you guys flying? He's like, you know, like when you're going through security, the pilot's holding your hand. You get to ask him how his day was.
Hey, but that's impressive. There's been a lot of times during the season where they've been off by 1 minute. So if she saved 10 minutes, that's automatically great.
Yes, exactly. All right, next question for
All right,
Derek.
I'm over 1. Let's go.
So far this season, Analie and Steve received a time penalty that did not air.
I totally believe that. Yeah, 100%.
You think they received a time penalty that did not air? Because we didn't see anything yet so far.
Yeah, that happened on our season. I think me and you, us two, in Amman, right? It was because we were twerking too hard, so we had to get that like 2-minute time. Yeah, me and Lewis were like twerking butts, and they're like, actually, in the official rule book, it says no twerking. So they docked us 2 minutes. I don't remember what it was for. We got docked 2 minutes.
And here's the answer.
We did not get a time penalty.
What?
Not true.
Wrong. It was dramatic. The judge would come up.
They're 0-42.
Oh my God.
That did
so
not.
believable.
No, that did not happen. She did not get a time penalty.
That's
We
crazy.
made that shit up.
But you remember, we did get a time penalty.
Yes.
Okay.
Next question, Mike.
All right.
Annalie bought a guidebook in Thailand and offered it to teams for $10 for 30 minutes each.
Yes.
You think that's true?
Yes. Because I watched Croqueta Chat and Lewis said this was true. So if I'm wrong, Lewis is the liar.
But maybe it's rumor. Maybe it's rumor.
You did.
Maybe Joe and Ian lied.
And you like lying now. So is this reverse psychology?
Exactly.
You knew
maybe.
that I was going to watch your video. So you posted that knowing that I would then answer your question wrong. But you also know that I now think you're a liar. So this is reverse psychology, which means true.
This is the craziest game of Big Brother I've ever heard.
I know.
So
Maybe it should be on
as
Big
well. It was actually both Dad and I's idea. We decided that because we were low on funds, we were going to make a little business deal out of it. And so we ended up getting three teams to pay $10 each, which the book was only like $25, I think. And then we were able to write down all the information we needed, and then we actually returned it. So we made a little bit of a profit.
And we have confirmation from Annalie right there. They made $30. Bro.
That's insane.
$30.
How do you think of that?
But
I'm gonna start I need Annalie to form an LLC, start a small business, and be the first player to make more than $1 million on The Amazing Race.
On the race.
He said, I talked to the pilot. Actually, the flight prices have now gone up by $100 per passenger. So everyone on this flight now needs to pay me $100. Also, drinks are no longer free. I'm charging $10 per Coke. If you want to add whiskey, that's an extra 15. She walks off of that flight with 20 grand.
I'm gonna tell the pilot to fly faster, but that's gonna be a $10 fee from everybody else.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
$10.
If you want to vote for this U-turn, it's a $15 fee.
Yeah, she just everything's a fee. She switches out the batteries, so all the rickshaws have no batteries. She's like, actually, I have. It's $15 per kilowatt hour that you want to charge.
All right, Derek, stop.
Okay.
All right, but
last question.
If teams, wait, I want to talk about this.
Okay.
If teams see her return the book, is that good social game strategy?
That's why you got to be sneaky.
You got to be sneakier because Joe and Ian saw her do it, right? And then Joe and Ian had a campaign because they saw everything Annalie was doing, telling the pilot to fly faster.
They saw her talking to a stewardess.
Getting information. You know, she returned this book. So that's where the campaign started to U-turn them. She has to be more secretive. If you're going to return the book, just be more secretive.
It's a good point. Like, you know, like on our season of the race, like you're always aware of kind of what the other teams are doing. When we were on our flights, you could see which teams are taking notes, which teams are like talking more to the stewardess, trying to get
teams
local.
Are taking shots.
And then, that's why I was never worried about Lewis. So. Lewis is like, what are you guys taking notes for?
You know what was great? Before the season started, you were like talking about each team and you were like, yeah, Lewis Michelle. Oh, Lewis, he has a great social game. And I'm like, social game?
What's a social game?
We didn't need no social game in our season. Wait. I was just being myself. I was drunk half the time.
The only game I know is drinking games. What's a social game?
Don't worry, I had the notes.
All right, Mike.
So like, yeah, you're always aware of what people are doing.
Yeah, that's true. You're always looking around, seeing what they're doing. It's just like, your head is always on a swivel. All right, Mike. Last question for
Annalie got in a cab type vehicle and got in a fight with the cab driver because she was ignoring all the speed limits and telling him to go faster, to the point where they got in a fight and her dad had to pull them apart.
Texas heat, is that true? Derek, did she almost get into a fight with a cab driver? Yes or X?
I think this falls in line with the storyline that I know about Annalie now. Clearly, she is a felon willing to push any law. If she's willing to violate the Federal Aviation Airlines Code of Conduct, I'm sure she's willing to go to India and tell a rickshaw driver to drive faster. So I'm gonna say this is a guaranteed yes. If not, she has her priorities messed up.
Even though I was bossy, I was not bossy. Rules. I wanted to make sure that I respected them. So definitely no fighting going on there.
Look, Annalie's like, oh yeah, I'll rob a bank. I would never rob your house though. That's violating morals for me. I'll rob a bank though.
Derek, you're 1-3 in yes or X.
Okay,
congrats.
Well, is there more? That's it.
We got 4 questions, bro.
I would have done better if I just guessed random. See, this is why I have to bring Claire with me for strategy. I do worse when I try.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, so talking about Annalie and you agreeing to the last question. Do you think Annalie is what were you going for?
That was the other question. Do you think she's rude to her dad? I don't think so at all. And what's funny, Derek, you know, we met Annalie back in 2018. Did you know that?
You did or we did?
We did. We met her back in 2018. We were
which fingers?
Oh, us. We met Annalie.
Okay.
No, us. We went Annalie back in 2018 on a vacation. We went to Punta Cana and we met her. Bro, she was the biggest sweetheart. Her like the whole time with her family, with her dad. Her dad was awesome. So we see this charming Texas girl. We think she's a little sweet flower. And then we see her on the race. She's the best racer there, dude. Like I am in shock of her intensity.
She's killing it. Her and her dad both. And I think they have
they're both cool. Yeah.
I think they have great So I haven't really seen the clips of them fighting. So I'm curious what you're talking about. But from what I've seen, I think they have a great race chemistry where it's like maybe they do fight, but maybe they do it off camera. And when they're racing, they're focused on just completing the task as fast as they can. And they know about the same mission.
The Reddit say that she is bossy. Like, no, she's motivated. She pushes her dad, right? Yeah. And it pisses me off because, everybody's about women empowerment, right? But when we see a girl that's the alpha of this team, right? And she's the one pushing her father. Oh, no, she's bossy and annoying. No, dude, she's a strong woman. That is an empowered woman right there. She's a badass. And people call her annoying and bossy. I disagree.
I feel like she probably gets that little spiciness from her dad. Because there was a moment in this episode too where she started like worrying and stressing, and he was like, all right, you need to calm down. Like, like when the dad steps up to their kid, like I feel like he's calm until he needs to go up to that level. Yeah. And I actually want to give credit to her dad because yes, Annalie's probably one of the best, if not the best player right now on the race, but her dad is keeping up with her. And he's an older man because there's other teams that have moms or dads, and it's hard for them to keep up. And they're not getting first, second place because
Steve is also kicking ass.
He's kicking ass. He's strong. Yep. There was a point where they were carrying those flowers and he was in front of her. She lost them for a second because he was ahead of her. So
such a great team.
Cheers to Steve too, because he's killing it.
This is what I'll totally agree with Lewis. Like on the race, I compare it to going to war. And in war, you need a chain of command, right? Like you need to have.
Is this personal experience? Do you have personal experience with this, right?
Both going to war and playing the Amazing Race. No, but you know when people like military leaders talk about going to war, they always say like you need to have it's some phrase where basically like one person just like says what the rules are and
the hierarchy,
it's not a time for people to like ask questions. And I think the Amazing Race is kind of like that, where if Claire's trying to tell me to turn left, I want her to say turn left. I don't want her to say, hey Derek, do you think we should turn left? It is a time to like decrease the amount of discussion as much as possible so that you can get to the truth of what needs to be done. So I think it's necessarily like, I think out of context of the Amazing Race, it is rude to like just tell someone what to do, but on the Amazing, that is what you need to do to win.
Yeah.
You nailed it right there. And that's what I love about Michelle, right? Because I know she's a badass. I know she could do things that I could do even better, but she let me be the leader of our team, help me decisions. There was times where she was like, oh, I'm not sure what to do. You pick. And I picked and we went. And then if it was a wrong decision, she wasn't on my ass because it's a team here. And she agreed that I was the one making the decision. I was the decision maker of the team. So
that's so key.
Yeah, super key, super key. That's what you need in this race. And, you get a person that like Joe and Ian were great like that. Because Joe was the passive one and Ian was like, you got like, what's going on? And Ian was more tough. And then, but we don't see that from Morgan and Lena. They're both
They're both. So Lewis, I've got a question for you. Do you think that Liam and Jeremy would have done better had they been more aggressive, or not even aggressive, but just more decisive? Right?
Yes. They need. Go ahead.
I feel like I think you're right, Mike, because we don't know too much about their personalities, but they both seem very chill dudes.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. They're not chill to the point of Sheridan and his sister, the first team that was out. That was the worst case. That was the most undecisive team I've seen in a long time. But I think you're right about that. Derek, your thoughts?
I think the Amazing Race is not like the other CBS competition reality shows. Big Brother, Survivor, any of the dating shows. You have so much time to be a reality TV person and make jokes, be funny. Big Brother, we had too much time. We were playing Mafia every night. All right. I was like, when are we going to play Big Brother? Why are we playing Mafia? We were making up games to kill time. The Amazing Race is not like that. The Amazing Race is like it's a triathlon or a marathon. It's a race. So you want to minimize how much stuff is happening in between it. So, I mean, I love Liam and Jeremy because they were great TV, and I would love to watch them on Big Brother, or I'd love to watch them on another show. Yeah. But when it comes to the Amazing Race, you really need to be there in the mindset of we're here to win.
Yes.
And like, yeah, we can like goof off like to the cameras afterwards or beforehand. But when I'm running, like we need to focus and we need to compete.
Yeah. Decide and move. Did you know Jeremy was actually in the process of Big B? Big brother.
BB
in the world.
So yeah,
Jeremy
was in the process of Big Brother, and they asked him. He didn't get called for this season, and they asked him if he would rather do the Amazing Race. And
interesting.
Yeah, he's a big fan of you, Derek.
Really?
Yeah.
I think, so I met one of them that first episode. I forget which one was doing that roadblock when me and Claire were judging.
That's right.
Oh, I forgot.
But
longer hair, or well, they both have pretty long hair. No.
Yeah, they do.
You said Jeremy was a fan.
Jeremy was the fan. He was the one with longer hair, more defined chin, a little stockier.
Liam was the one up there. And I know this because Liam came up. He's like, "Oh my God, my brother loves you guys." And I was like, it's awesome.
Not me.
Yeah. I'm like, where's he? Like, is he here?
I don't know who you are.
Yeah. Liam's like, oh my God, man, this is so sick.
He just has pictures of you all over my wall.
All right. I can't wait to tell my brother. So yes, Jeremy, we did know this.
So Michelle has her segment again, and we got graphics this time for the segment. Watch this.
Hopefully my memory card is good.
These are Michelle's memory card moments.
So I'm excited for this. I hope this is like your guys' casting video when you guys are asking each other what country flags are. Michelle's like, Georgia?
I suck at geometry.
You know what? My memory card is only like 125 gigabytes. That's it. It's short, to the point, and that's it. So, Mike,
honestly, that kind of proves the point because I'm pretty sure memory cards come in like 120.
They don't come in 125 gigs.
Yes, they do.
Oh, 128. It's 128.
I'm pretty sure it's 128. She didn't have the extra 3 gigabytes to remember that.
And I do photography.
Don't brag. You guys sound like a bunch of nerds right now.
But I put memory cards in all the time.
Lewis is like, well, how many milliliters is in a handle of Tito's vodka?
So listen, I don't want to get in trouble for the audio, so I'm just gonna say what the words are happening. And this is Steve's clip. This is they're clips that I like throughout the show, so I'm just gonna reenact them.
This is gonna be
wait, I don't know if I can get. Okay, I think this is the right one.
Has Mike reached his limit?
Oh. You know, so it was very blurry. It's something you'll see in the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. It was old school for sure.
Wait
a second.
We don't want a copyright strike.
Wait, no.
No country accent.
Wait.
That was perfect.
Go.
Do it again.
I'm gonna let you.
It was very, very blurry. Something you'll see in the Nina Pinta Santa Maria. It was old school for sure.
I love Michelle's accents.
So this is one of my I love this clip. Like you don't see Steve's personality usually. You don't see him talking a lot, and then when he does, he's talking about the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
Santa Maria.
Yeah.
Oh.
Santa Maria. Okay, I'm a Hispanic. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Can we just do a segment with Michelle trying to do accents?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michelle's impressions
accent this time. Okay, so more clips of random stuff that I loved about the show. Mike, can you find the spinning clip?
The spinner.
The human top.
Spin.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes. Let's repeat that one more time.
All right.
This random guy just spinning in the middle of the road.
Lewis, can we do that? Can we spin like that? Let's try, Lewis. Let's try.
He did.
I'm busy, bro.
He did. So, Derek, if you were a bystander and you saw Amazing Race people passing by, what dance would you do?
So actually, what you guys don't know is I called Annalie and she said she actually paid him to dance. Says she gave him 20 rupees to distract the other players on their way to the pit stop.
That's strategy.
Annalie.
Yeah. If I was that street performer and I see a camera crew coming, I'm like, this is my time to shine. I gotta bust out my best move.
What are you
I'm doing a 720. Michelle's like, I'm doing a 125 degrees.
I want you to do your dance. What dance are you doing?
Hey, no, Croqueta Chat.
Hey,
Yes.
hey,
The frying pan.
Hey.
Oh! Wait, toss it to me, Derek. Toss it to me. Oh.
Wait, season it. Okay, serve it.
You're early with the O.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
All right, let's continue.
I'm nervous. It's my segment.
All right.
My 125 gigabyte segment. Okay, so my next one has to do with Todd and Corey. So they decide to work together.
Wait, is there any
challenge.
Do I have to memorize something in this challenge?
No. I'm just showing clips
Dude, I was paying attention to every one of these videos. I was like, oh my God, they're going to ask me memory questions.
So, no, just random clips that I thought were hilarious or caught my attention that don't really have to do anything with strategy. So Todd and Corey are deciding to work together because they're in different teams. It's Rob and Corey and Todd and Allie. Todd and Corey decide to work together in this challenge and push cars together, right? Mike, do you have the clip?
Here we go.
So they decide to help each other, but one of them is pushing one way and the other one's pushing the same way. So they're pushing the car towards each other.
What's the opposite of a tug of war?
Yeah, a hall brawl. They're doing a hall brawl.
They're going back and forth. The car is going nowhere.
Yeah.
Bro, don't get me started on that hall brawl, the challenge. How did I get the most physical elimination of the season, bro? And I'm like the lightest dude there. That was so unfair.
Okay.
Anyways, we're not talking about the challenge.
That
We're talking about the Amazing Race.
Yeah. You fooled them with that six-pack. They're like, oh, Lewis is going to win this one.
Bro, Chris is like 6
They're
foot.
like,
Nice.
No.
This only works with ducks. I can't actually... I can't move humans.
Okay, and then my last clip for this time.
I have no idea what you're talking about there.
I'm moving on. And the last clip is everyone's reactions to different circumstances. So, Mike, you could just play the clip and I'll just speak over it. So, does Todd really have it like he says? Almost. Will Greg communicate with the taxi driver? Almost, and nah. And Annalie, we're gonna U-turn you next time.
That face.
That face was good. That was scary.
Oh man.
But I just feel bad because she wants to hurt the team, but she can't do anything. It's the Amazing Race, you know. All you can do is keep running forward.
She will kill it on the challenge.
It's not. Yeah, she's gonna kill on the car challenge.
Oh,
There should be like a Mario Kart feature where you can like throw bananas at the teams behind you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Liam and Jeremy definitely needed a spike shell this episode.
Yeah,
for real. I have a question. Is there rules on the race that you can't fight each other?
Of course. What do you think this is, Michelle? UFC?
But like, no.
Yeah. Like, what do you think?
No, what happens if the team starts
weighing in at 100?
They're gone.
They pull them apart.
No, there's no tolerance on the race for fighting, babe. You're out of the show.
But I'm saying, does security come out of nowhere? Like,
of course they do. They're gonna let them fight so they get the footage.
That's never happened, right?
Has it? No, I don't think so. No, you're out. Like there's zero tolerance for fighting.
Just wondering what happens, or has it ever happened?
Even on the challenge, they can't fight like that.
When we both go back for the All-Star season, me and Lewis will stage a fight, and see what happens, and then we'll come back and then watch this clip and see. If
Perfect.
we both have black eyes. Like, no one stops you. No one stops you.
I can't have Derek on every episode.
I know.
I just laugh. I can't talk. I'm just like laughing the whole time. It's like a stand-up session.
It is a stand-up.
I'm blushing. You guys haven't asked me about my español. Es muy bueno ahora.
Oh, sí.
Whoa, looking good.
¿Qué comiste esta mañana?
Quiero comer quizá, no sé.
¿Cómo se dice?
Es
huevos.
Temprano. Es demasiado temprano para mí. ¿Es la verdad o no?
Yeah.
¿Cómo te gusta Amazing Race esta temporada?
Sí. Dime otra vez.
¿Cómo te gusta Amazing Race esta temporada?
This something. All right. Me gusta mucho. Sí. Dos estas.
Wait, what happened? Did you do that?
Sí, con mi español puedo.
Los fuegos
That was
artificiales.
Derek, that's a perfect way to end with some fireworks, man. Dude, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for making us laugh.
No,
you are a firework.
¿Cómo está mi español?
It sucks. So
Really?
thank you for being.
Did it get better?
Wait, does anybody have like any ending remarks towards the episode?
Does anybody have questions? All right. Any good questions out there, Mike? I haven't been looking at the chat.
For the chat, while we speak about anything else of this episode, do you guys have any questions for Derek?
Whoa.
And then what I want to say is I love that Greg and John got first place.
Oh, congrats to Greg and John.
Hey, that's right.
While you guys are loading up questions, I actually have my own surprise guest.
Hey, it's Claire.
And it's downstairs Claire.
Greetings. Hello. Oh, God.
Downstairs Claire.
I'm about to fight you. Hey, Claire.
Very
Love you.
Claire was dancing downstairs.
Yes,
There it is. There it is. She's spinning.
Me encantas, Derek.
Yes. Let's
Very good.
Let's
Love
load up the
it.
questions.
Very good. Derek, I have a question for you. Who is your winner's pick at this moment?
Ooh.
What number are we at now? How many teams are left?
10.
Eight.
No.
I was at 8.
Eight.
Why did I say
8 or
10?
9?
Yeah, 9.
8.
8. No, they're 9. No, there's
8.
8 left. Sorry.
Who's the
There's
host of this? We need to get an adult in here.
9
Greg
teams.
and John, I think,
Yeah.
they're just such a solid team. I don't see them really arguing with each other. They're just chugging. They're chugging along. And
Good.
then I think Steve and Annalie,
Annalie, dude.
Anna Maria.
Santa Maria.
Claire, are you watching the season?
You know, me and Derek have watched the same amount of episodes, I would say. So, you know,
Okay, so
I'm
Claire,
caught
what's
up
your
now,
goal?
kind of.
I was telling them Claire's biggest Survivor idol ever is playing Big Brother right now. So we're really caught up on the live feeds of Big Brother.
Oh, wait. Let's not spoil. Wait. Yeah.
Well, Suri.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
can't spoil that.
Suri's on Big Brother,
Maybe
yeah.
somebody hasn't seen it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, who's your pick for Survivor? What's your winner pick for Survivor, Claire?
Oh, that's actually a good question.
That is a good question.
I'm rooting for D. That's my Miami girl.
You guys have met D, right?
No,
Yes.
just a
Guys.
long shot to go.
I met D recently, and I was like, D, you know Louis and Michelle, and they were like, she was like, yeah, Miami.
Yes. And she came out to our challenge premiere party, and then we went to her premiere party. She's an awesome girl. And I'm watching Survivor this season. She is good. Like, I just like.
Yeah, she's doing
a
good.
good game player.
Yeah.
Yeah. How she tried to get Sifu out, but that didn't work out. Like, she's a savage.
Yes, I really like Caleb and Emily. Actually, you know, I love an underdog.
Okay.
So
Emily did not start off good, and then
she
she
didn't.
survived a few tribal councils.
Honestly, dude, maybe I think Caleb's gone in like 2 or 3 episodes.
He's too good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People already unanimously voted him out once. He's gonna get voted out again. Emily might be in a decent position. I don't know how much people are connecting her with Caleb right now. So, like in this scenario where Caleb gets voted out, people could view her as like by herself, and then she's like this middle swing vote.
Get picked up.
And just from the production of the show, like they're giving her a good amount of time with the edit. I don't know.
Meta reading.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much time like other people are really getting.
Yeah.
Or
right.
Jake.
What's your winner pick for Big Brother?
Jags.
You think Jags gonna take it all? Do you think? Matt. Sorry, Matt. Matt. Do you think Matt will get him out before Final 2?
So do you know? This is actually a spoiler.
I've been watching the season, yeah.
Well, something just happened today.
I haven't been watching the season,
but it's not in the episode yet.
Oh
no! Don't tell me.
Okay. I won't tell you then.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like
I don't know if the boys are taking each other out.
You don't think
like,
so?
I think they should. That's the
Matt has to.
They should.
I should.
Lewis, it's me, you, and Josh Martinez in a final 3. What are you doing? No, I gotta make it harder.
Make it harder. That's easy.
No.
Obviously, Josh.
Me, you, or my wife.
What's the equivalent of no? I mean, what's the equivalent of Bowie Jane to us?
I'm taking Michelle out.
What if it's you guys?
How about you? Lewis and Kylan, maybe?
Oh no.
Like
it needs to be someone who like me and Lewis didn't really work with. It was always like me and Lewis, and then this like auxiliary person, the equivalent of Bowie Jane.
What about like Marcus?
I think it's too far off.
Talking about Bowie Jane's game, I feel like she needed to take advantage of those numbers when she had Suri, Felicia. Like she's not gonna win. She's not gonna come close. You guys agree, right? Yeah. Like she should have done something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't like her game, but we'll see.
Claire, what's your amazing race?
Pick.
Off of what have you've seen?
What's my what?
Amazing race pick off of what you've seen.
Let me flip over. Where's that cast photos that you have pulled up, Derek? I mean, I think there are so many strong teams right now. I do really like Steve and Annalie. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really like Robin Corey, actually. I think that they are.
I love Robin Corey too.
Very much a dark horse. They communicate very, very effectively, and I think they're very good. And normally, like, you assume, probably wrong, that like a dad would slow you down, but I feel like Rob is really keeping up with everyone.
Yeah. These parent child relationships are doing really good this season.
Yes.
Really quick, Cindy, we love you. Thank you so much.
I love her name.
Let's get some fireworks. Let's get some fuegos artificiales.
Can you do that again, Derek? Or like this?
Yeah, just 2 thumbs up.
Just 2? Well, yeah! Thank you for joining Croqueta Chat. Happy 4th of July. Woo!
Wait, does this just happen when I do thumbs ups?
Yeah, it's a setting.
I guess.
Wait, I didn't know that. I thought Mike was doing that.
No.
What? That's crazy.
That was you.
Thumbs down.
Hi guys.
I
Thank
was
you for
doing
joining.
What happens with thumbs down?